Hello everybody, welcome all of you. One more live session from Europe Study Center. My name is Shivaraman, Director of Europe Study Center. First of all, thank you so much for all your love and support, without which, we would have not been sending these many number of students. There is thousands and thousands of students for the past 13, 14 years. Okay, so one more live session. As always, enlightening students and parents with high quality and affordable education at European countries. So today's topic, we are going to introduce the 2024 intake because applications are open, and also we have already enrolled 100 plus students already for this 2024 intakes. But briefly, I would like to explain what are all the procedures, processes, and how well we have to get planned for this upcoming 2024 intake. So this is what we are going to discuss today. It will be a very short YouTube live session, and I hope you all will like it basically. So I'll just share the PowerPoint. So yes, one second. Yeah, that is 2024 intake applications are open, and as always, Europe Study Center, India's #1 and only dedicated center for European studies. So first things first, start your process for 2024 intake. Proper planning and preparation is the first step towards success. See, anybody who succeeds, it's only through proper planning and everything doing it much ahead of time. And proper planning solves all the problems. This is what we have seen over the past several years. So first of all, for the 2024 intake, aspirants, bachelors and masters, visit our office. First of all, collect all the information. Applications open in a sense, the time to start collecting information. Then only you can decide and plan whether, how, whether and why we have to do this, and when we have to do this, and how we have to do this. All these aspects you guys can be very clear. So this proper planning and preparation is the first step to success. And how to do that? Visit our office and collect the information. This is what it is. And then we move to the next slide. I'm always proud to say this. Europe Study Center is the only company to promote free education and 100% scholarship options. Which other company promotes it? Nobody promotes it. Everybody sits and promotes all these Australia, New Zealand, US, UK, Canada, which pays commissions and misguides the students. The only company to promote even today free education given by Luxembourg and Germany, and also 100% scholarship options. Why other companies will not give you 100% scholarship options is very simple. If they get you 100% scholarships, they will not get commissions. And the only company not to promote commission paying universities is Europe Study Center. The only company to abolish this entire concept of students joining the commission paying universities. Only company promoting it, doing it is Europe Study Center. Please don't join universities which pays commissions. Those are all very, very cheap and inferior. Join fantastic public universities in that particular country. That is when, it's going to be beneficial for you. Joining in inferior universities just for the sake of country will not take us anywhere. Okay, so then to the next slide. Yes. And are we against other English speaking countries? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We are not like, only European countries you have to go. Certainly not. These three countries are perfectly fine. US, Canada, Singapore, perfectly fine. Absolutely no issues in studying here, provided in US you study in the top 50 universities. In Canada, you study in the top 10 universities. And in Singapore, NUS, NTU. Of course, it costs you a lot of money, crores, close to 1 crore of rupees for masters and crores for bachelors. And you need to have a lot of marks also, above 90+% you need to get into these universities. But just for the sake of entering these countries, joining inferior colleges and universities in these countries, or taking up a PG diploma courses in these countries is a path to disaster. Please keep this in mind and study in that country's NITs and IITs, and students should choose the best available option with regards to the quality and budgeting. On to the next slide. And there is still a huge amount of crowd getting into this UK, Ireland and all these stuffs. And please read this article. And Indian students without a job may have to leave after 6 months. UK proposes a new rule for graduate visa. This is still in proposal stage. I don't want to spread any panic or anything, but students should keep in mind before getting into UK. And me, in my 4 offices, Chennai, Trichy, Coimbatore and Bangalore, I am not promoting UK. I have never promoted UK, will not promote UK or Ireland, because it is not beneficial for the student community. And everybody else promotes it because 1.5 to 2 lakhs commission per student that they get. And I always told you, commission paying universities are not up to the mark, and please don't fall into the trap. Study in that country's NITs and IITs and top class B schools. This is what takes us forward. So then on to the next slide. And what do we suggest? We prefer only fantastic public universities in that particular country. That countries, we promote European Schengen countries, Netherlands, Sweden, Norway, Finland, and we don't promote all the universities in that particular country. Only the number 1, number 2. Same like how in India, the NITs and IITs, this is what we promote. And students should avoid all these diploma courses, PG diplomas in New Zealand, Canada, Australia. A tsunami of students entering for these PG diploma courses, and every day and every week we hear horror stories from all these students. So please avoid PG diplomas. And 1-year masters not valid anywhere, especially students. Lot of students go for this 1-year masters in UK. Please be cautious and strictly avoid private universities and low ranked colleges, and don't take huge education loan and put your parents also into a very big problem. So students must believe in themselves and not the country, and the university and course is always greater than the country. But when you put country as a bigger thing and then you choose the university and course, like students going to Canada for a PG diploma, it's a path to disaster. Please avoid such options. Study only in fantastic public universities. Okay, then on to the next slide. So why we ask you to come to our office and start all your planning earlier? It's first for you to understand the admission process. The admission process varies for different countries. Europe Study Center is the only company promoting 20 plus countries at a time. Only Europe Study Center. Every country has an individual entry requirement, individual financial requirements. So you need to understand all those things. And many would tell you, oh, you need to learn German language, this, that, and all those things. Please ignore all those people. Medium of instruction is only English. You don't have to learn any other languages. Please be very clear in this aspect. And don't listen to all these wrong informations. And of course, every country and every university will have only limited seats. Based on that only we need to work and move forward. Then on to the next slide. And German admissions. This is another thing actually. And as you know, from this year APS has been introduced, and even for 2024 intake, students should keep in mind that APS is required, and there is a huge queue behind this, getting these certificates. So we need to plan well in advance with proper documents and applying on right time. And also German aspirants, my humble request, which I have been requesting for many years, if you are eligible for Germany, we will apply for Germany with backup options. Without backup options, just applying for Germany alone is quite tricky. So when you visit our office, we will discuss in detail. Apply for multiple options. Okay, that is when we will be able to succeed with our applications. Okay, so on to the next slide. And then there are two intakes. One is for January intake and other is for August September intake. And January has limited course options, and August September intake has lot of options. So you guys can choose whichever is feasible and possible, and we don't push students towards any particular intake. Whichever is the best suitable for the particular student, we ask the students to choose that particular intake. Okay, so then next slide. Financial planning. This is very important. Post COVID, I want the parents to students to clearly understand this. Post COVID, the rules have changed completely. Not all the universities or all the embassies are requiring for IT returns or all these things, but many countries have started to ask these documents. Of course, even if you don't have, we have other set of countries whom they don't ask you such documents. But if you are specific on a particular country, the financial planning, the financial documentation is also very important. Due to this proper planning of Europe Study Center students, that is why we maintain 99 plus visa success ratio. 99% of plus visa success ratio. And then bank loan. Many people think, oh, I can just contact Europe Study Center, I am going to get the loan. No, for the loan there is a process and we need to follow that. And yeah, and also if you can apply early, collect all the documentations, you also stand in a chance to get all these scholarships. Okay, and then on to the next slide, and early deadlines. As you always know, European countries have early deadlines, and I have just specified here Norway, October, and application closes December. Finland, Sweden again starts their application process in October. Netherlands also in October. Italy also in October, and France also in October. That is, first of all, you need to come to our office and collect the information, and which are all the universities are open, and accordingly you all can plan your application process. So Europe Study Center, and also we conduct 2 live webinars every week, Wednesday and Sunday. Many would have already attended the webinar. If not, also you have the link in this video's description. You all can click the link and contact us, and we will surely enroll you for the webinar. And I do that personally for the past 3+ years right now, and once it's only possible because of our students and parents support. So that's it. These are all our contact numbers. The same are in description also, so you all can contact us. And I've presented all the information. So the fundamental, nowadays I've decided not to make any long YouTube videos because everybody wants it very crisp, to the point, and precise information. The message is very simple. 2024 intake applications are open, and all the application processes, applying process starts next 3-4 months, and students should come and first of all collect information, whether you need to write IELTS or not, whether you need to have IT returns or not, and what sort of preparations the students should undergo, and what sort of preparations the parents should undergo. Everything is presented in a crisp, clear manner, and with all this, our 13-14 years of experience, we convert into data and present it to the students so that you can blindly follow these rules and have a smooth takeoff and a smooth landing. Okay, so what else? And 2023 intake has been amazing, and majority of the students are in the process of applying for the visa, getting their offer letters. So, and we learned a lot of aspects in our 2023 intake also, which we'll be implementing in our 2024. And we have introduced new countries this time. So do contact us, collect all the information, and we are always there to support you. Lastly, Europe Study Center only mission is enlighten students and parents about the opportunities of studying in Europe at a very, very less cost. We are not telling like, oh, okay, European countries, you should apply only through us. Not at all. Perfectly your choice. Okay, come, collect the information. If you like it, you can process it with us, but collect the info. Based on the information only, you guys can plan whether to do it or not. Okay, so once again, all the very best for the students who are going to board their flight for their dream universities in fantastic European public universities, and for the 2023 intake, and all the best for the 2024 aspirants. We are more eager to meet all of you. Do visit us, collect the information, then plan. Okay, I hope this video was informative, and do share it with your friends if at all you like it. And if at all you have any questions, you can ask me in the comments section. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Okay, thank you. Take care. Stay safe. Thank you.